know it's been a very long time since I filmed a video. It's still pretty hard to film one when, as I look around, I can see the beauty around me in Alaska. Most of you know I was in the desert of California. For any of my subscribers especially, I was in the desert of California a couple of months ago. It's been a pretty fast-paced and exciting last 6 months or so. For those of you that are watching the DR650, I didn't get a chance to video that because I got that completely put together. Got the Acroby tank and all the other stuff put on it. I am now up in Alaska. My DR is actually not here. It is still being shipped up here by the moving company. I myself, I'm starting other projects. So the project I'm starting now is this dumpster you see behind me. Why is that? We have a property that has 3 residences on it. We pay for the trash for the entire property here. If I rent a 3-yard dumpster, it costs me about $90 a month. $20 of that is a rental fee. I got this dumpster behind me for $100. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down to a 4-yard dumpster, because without the $20 rental fee, the 4-yard dumpster is a touch under $90, and the 3-yard dumpster was a touch over $90. So for me, it makes it well worth it, especially when I got this dumpster for a heck of a deal. Guy I met and contacted up here networking, he sold it to me for $100, which is about half price of a usual dumpster up here. And this dumpster is actually an old cardboard recycling dumpster. I've already talked to the trash company, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'll show you guys. I'm not going to show a lot of it simply because a lot of it's going to be just repeated grinding of welds. They're all, I guess, just short thread welds. I don't know what you call it. I'm not a welder. But they're about 2 inches long, and they're spaced out at where you see each one of these a dimple or a weld on the side. So here, and then another one right there. Better look. Here, and then this connection piece right here. Those, they've got a weld on each side of those. So I'm just going through and cutting those off using a cutting wheel, just because it's a little faster. It's a much thinner kerf than the actual grinding wheel. And then what I'll do is I'm going to take that piece right there, which is the top rail, and that is actually a separate piece from the sidewalls. So I'm going to simply take that and put it to where the bottom edge rides right across the fork pocket. And then what I'll do is all of this stuff that will be remaining, all of this over here, I'm just simply going to move this down, and then once again what I'll do is I'll go and trim across the top of that. So I'll get a picture, do a couple of these welds, and talk a little bit about some, I've done a couple of them already trying to prep for the video, and it'll take me a minute, but I will show you guys some of the mistakes I made and see how we can help each other out in the future. Let's see how it turns out. Of course you should try this at home.
What we're going to do now is we are going to basically collapse this bar down one side at a time, right? So what we're going to do is just kind of put some tension on it, pull down, and then yeah, just you're gonna need to put just kind of just let it fall. Okay. On it. So go ahead, just tap it down so it comes. Keep going. Now let's go to the other side. What will happen is we'll build up too much tension on one side or the other.
Yeah.
Since I got this square piece completely broken free from the top and have started to bring it down, I'm going to go by and actually mark off where I need to grind the paint off to be able to get a good clean weld, because I'm putting a lot of time into this and a lot of money into it, and it may have been a cheap initial investment and it may have a quick payback period for me, but I want it to last a long time so I can get as much payback out of that investment as I can get. So I'm going to take these. They were welded on the top. They were welded on each side of all of these strengthening divots here, the divots, and then this weld here. They were welded on each side. So I'm planning on going and doing the same thing. And I'm gonna go. What I did was I just popped a chalk line at 39 inches from my trailer bottom. So instead of using the messed up bottom of the trailer, which is all dented up from years of use, I mean, the last time this thing was certified was in '04, which I have no idea how long ago it was actually bought and built. But what I've done is I banged this chalk line at 39 inches above, and I'm going to be going 2 1/8 above, and then 1 1/4 inches below it, in order to get the correct dimension for this piece, so I know when I go to weld the top and the bottom, it'll be nice and strong for me.
So here is the marks I scribed, and here is the finished weld prep surfaces. I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off here. We're at about 11 minutes, and I'll see you in part 2.